have a pretty good system in place that when it comes time to write a self-study or state audit reports, it's just another day because we try to ensure that our quality assurance system functions, that we are collecting, reviewing, and making decisions on data regularly. So when those reports come about on those particular cycles, it's really just a matter of compiling things that we've already done. So we have really sound protocols in place to make that work as efficient as possible. And so we pull a lot of students from those rural counties, but our proximity to the Houston metro area allows us to pull students from urban and suburban areas. And so the student population is comprised of rural, suburban, and urban students. But in turn, we have partner districts representing those three groups. So our candidates, no matter where they call home, they get experiences in those three very different settings as they matriculate through our programs. We're fortunate in Texas that the Texas Education Agency provides effectiveness data, completer survey data, and employer survey data. So quite frankly, unless an EPP in Texas wants to take that on alone, there is quite a bit of state data already provided to us, in addition to what we collect in somewhat anecdotally. So we try to use all those data points to triangulate what impact completers are having and how they and employers feel they were prepared for their roles, and then back those results into our programs. So to make decisions on preparation experiences for candidates based on how we know completers are performing and compared to how those same completers perceived their preparation for that role. What I tell people is this is a peer review process. So it doesn't work unless you have peers. It doesn't work unless you have people who volunteer to do it. And considering how many people work in educator preparation, there's a very small proportion of them who are really interested in doing that kind of work. But we need those people so that entities like CAEP exist, so that site reviews occur, so that accreditation can be earned. So I think I would hope for all of us, it's a way to give back, not just to the profession, but it's a way to give back to the process that we all work with every day. It is really interesting to see how other institutions apply the standards. There's some really creative things happening across the country at institutions, both those that have 3,000 candidates in their programs and those that have 30. And so it is interesting to learn what other people are doing. It is interesting to get those examples and see if there are any ideas we can borrow and bring back to our own institutions. So on every review, I learn a new approach to something. I learn a new idea from what some EPP is doing. I think that contributes to the peer review process. We hope that members of the EPP are learning from the experience of the review, but the reviewers are also learning from their experiences with the EPP.